I would have been about 6 years old. I was pretty young. My father was in the car business and came out here to see a guy, traded a car for the cottage and a piece of land that we ended up becoming our family cottage. So we used to come out here pretty much when school stopped at the end of June, and we wouldn't go back until after Labor Day weekend. And we'd spend the whole summers out here. So just, we had a lot of great times with the family and a lot of great memories. I think a lot of my love for nature came from being on this lake. We used to go fishing, so my ties to fishing started here. A lot of great memories of doing that, and then we did a lot of boating, water skiing. We would water ski all day, every day, and had a great group of friends out here that we would spend a lot of time dirt biking and doing all kinds of different things. I see it for me as my therapy when I get out in the woods. In my heart, it feels great to know that I'm helping sustain nature for future generations. My kids especially. I want them to have the experiences that I had when I was a child, that I could still find those wild places that really felt like really felt that they were wild. These are hemlock trees. We're surrounded by hemlock trees. And the way you tell the difference from, say, a pine tree that has the very short needles, you often find pines very close to them, but all the trees around here are hemlock. These get to be some of your oldest trees. If I had to guess, these would be in 100-year, some of the real big ones. I'm gonna say it was like 2005. A friend of mine called me and told me it was for sale. I was living in Ontario at the time. I came home for Christmas, and it was a rather large piece of acreage, so I was very interested. Saw the land and decided to make an offer. I bought it initially to potentially sell a few lots. Then once the snow and the ice came out, I realized I basically purchased a wetland, and I had no intention of developing at that point. You can't have a healthy ecosystem in a lake unless you have the wetlands, because that's where the frogs, lay their eggs, the small fish develop in there. Everything develops basically in a wetland. At that point I started looking at how I can best protect it, and that's where the Nature Trust came along. I learned about the Nature Trust's focus on conservation, that there's ecologically sensitive species on the land. So I became interested in conserving the land. Later, when I learned about the added benefit of the Eco Gift program, it was an easy decision. And it just felt right.